The year is 1818. A new day breaks over the Indian subcontinent, but the air is thick with the echoes of war and the weight of history. The Third Anglo-Maratha War has ended, leaving the land scarred and its people forever changed. The Deccan plateau is heavy with dust and the scent of defeat. The once vibrant countryside now lies silent, bearing witness to the cost of ambition and conflict. Inside a battered Maratha fort, sunlight streams through broken ceilings, illuminating a moment of profound change. The ruins seem to whisper stories of lost glory and shattered dreams. The British East India Company stands victorious, its officers exuding confidence as they claim the spoils of war. The Maratha Confederacy, once a dominant Indian power, is broken. Its leaders, draped in tattered silks, struggle to comprehend the magnitude of their loss. On one side of a battered table, British officers in red coats stand tall, led by a composed young officer whose eyes betray both ambition and uncertainty. Opposite them, Maratha leaders, once rulers of vast lands, now wear defeat on their faces and dust on their silks. Their pride is wounded, their future uncertain. Indian sepoys line the walls, silent, caught between two worlds, serving foreign masters against their own. Their loyalty is tested, their fate tied to the shifting tides of power. Outside, British cavalrymen wait, a reminder of the force that secured this victory. Their presence is both a warning and a promise of the new order to come. The atmosphere is tense. The future of millions is being decided in this ruined room. Every word spoken here will ripple across the subcontinent for generations. This is more than a transfer of power. It is a moment that will redefine destinies, redraw borders, and alter the course of Indian history. It is the end of one era and the beginning of another. Shadows recede as a new power rises, bringing both hope and uncertainty. The Marathas, who once challenged the Mughals and built a confederacy, now fade into history. Their banners fall, their legacy left to memory and legend. The East India Company, once mere merchants, steps into the vacuum. With every step, they tighten their grip on a vast and diverse land. What unfolds here is not just the end of a war, but the consolidation of a new empire, one that will reshape India and set it on an uncertain path, forever altering the destiny of a nation and its people. The ceremony of surrender begins, quiet, solemn. The air is thick with the weight of history, as if the walls themselves are bearing witness to the end of an era. The Maratha leader steps forward, holding documents, treaties, land deeds, the administrative soul of the Maratha state. Each paper is a testament to centuries of rule, a record of battles fought and lands governed.
These papers are our memory, our right to rule. They are the stories of our ancestors, the proof of our sovereignty, and the foundation of our people's identity. To surrender them is to surrender our legacy. It is to let go of the authority that shaped our destiny for generations.
The British officer receives the documents with a formal nod, his expression unreadable, yet aware of the significance of this moment. The transfer is brief, but the meaning is immense. In a single gesture, centuries of Maratha governance are handed over to foreign rule, the right to rule, to tax, to command millions, now in company hands. The fate of countless lives is rewritten in these documents. The Maratha leader's shoulders slump, burdened by loss. The sorrow in his eyes reflects the pain of a nation brought to its knees. Next, a Maratha chief surrenders his sword, a symbol of honor, courage, and pride. The sword is more than a weapon. It is a legacy passed down through generations.
This sword has defended our lands for generations. Its blade has seen both glory and sacrifice, and its weight carries the hopes of our ancestors. Today, we lay it down with dignity. Though defeated, we do not surrender our honor. The sword clatters on the table, a final sigh of a dying empire. Its echo lingers, a silent witness to the end of Maratha power. The British officer leaves it untouched, a centerpiece of surrender. It stands as a stark reminder of what has been lost.
The documents are the body of the Maratha state, the sword, its soul. Together, they represent the heart of a civilization now subdued. By surrendering both, the Marathas concede total defeat. Their world is changed forever in this moment. The company is not just winning a war, it is dismantling an entire system and replacing it with its own. The symbols of a fallen empire now rest in foreign hands, marking the dawn of a new and uncertain age. Attention shifts to the table, now covered in British-drawn maps. each one a testament to imperial ambition. These maps, marked in red, carve up former Maratha lands, now under company control, their borders redrawn with ruthless precision.
The Peshwa's territories are forfeit, administered directly from Bombay, the new seat of British authority in the region. The Holkars and Bonsles lose land, their ancestral domains slipping away under foreign rule. Rajputana falls under company protection, its rulers now bound by British treaties and oversight.
The Maratha Confederacy is broken into smaller dependent states, vassals in all but name, their independence a memory. The subsidiary alliance system forces Indian rulers to disband armies and pay for British troops, an army of occupation, ever present. After 1818, no Indian power remains to challenge the British, their dominance now absolute. The company is now the paramount power in India, ruling over vast lands and millions of people.
This is a new beginning. We will bring order, law, and prosperity. Trade will flourish. We will build roads, schools, and introduce new ideas.
The British promise progress, but their order is designed for resource extraction and control. The peace they offer is a peace of dominance. The company's plan includes creating an English-educated Indian class, clerks and administrators to help rule. With victory, the British have a free hand to reshape India, militarily, politically, economically, and culturally. Progress comes at a cost: destruction of local industries, erosion of traditions, and loss of freedom. The company's new beginning is the start of a long colonial rule.
You speak of order, but ours was born of this soil. You speak of peace, but your arrival brought war. We were guardians of this land, defenders of our dharma. Our confederacy was complex, but it was ours. Now you replace it with the conqueror's logic. You turn our sons into your soldiers, making Indians fight Indians. This is your greatest victory and our deepest wound. How can a people stand when made to fight themselves?
His words echo the sense of betrayal and loss. The Marathas saw themselves as rightful heirs to Indian sovereignty. The company's victory is not just military, it is civilizational. The Indian sepoys stand silent. Professional soldiers, backbone of the company's army, their loyalty made British conquest possible. For many, service meant pay and status, a practical choice in a changing world. Yet they hear the Maratha leaders lament. They guard the surrender of men who share their heritage. The sepoys' position is complex. Part of the conquerors, yet one of the conquered. This loyalty is the bedrock of British power. But the seeds of future rebellion are sown. 4 decades later, these very sepoys will rise in revolt. For now, their loyalty secures the company's dominion. The ruined Deccan fort in 1818 marks more than the end of a war. Its crumbling walls echo the final moments of centuries-old Indian kingdoms and the dawn of a new foreign power. It is the birth of the British Empire in India, a moment that will forever alter the course of the subcontinent's history. The East India Company, once mere traders, now become rulers of vast lands, their influence stretching from the mountains to the sea. The last Indian power is neutralized, as proud warriors and leaders are forced to surrender their swords and their sovereignty. India is unified under colonial rule, its many kingdoms and peoples brought together, but not by choice. This unity comes at the cost of independence and prosperity, as villages fall into poverty and once thriving markets grow silent. British laws, education, and institutions bring sweeping changes, introducing new systems and ideas to Indian society. But these changes also sow division and loss, as communities are split and families mourn what has been taken from them. The events of 1818 set the stage for a long, complex colonial encounter, shaping relationships and destinies for decades to come. The quiet surrender in a damaged fort closes the age of Indian empires, ending a chapter of self-rule and tradition. It opens the age of European colonialism. The lines drawn on maps, the swords laid down in defeat, and the words spoken here will shape the destiny of the subcontinent for generations, echoing through history's corridors.